Hello everyone, so today we're going to be doing a bunch of Dollar Tree Valentine's Day DIYs and gift ideas. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a heart emoji. Now let's begin. The next time you're in Dollar Tree, get a hula hoop and some pool noodles. I'm going to cut the pool noodle on one side so that I could wrap it around my hula hoop. I did need 2 pool noodles and just a little bit of one to cover up the entire hula hoop. I was using a small hula hoop from Dollar Tree. Then I got some duct tape and I'm going to use it to seal the ends of the pool noodles together so it stays put on the hula hoop. Springtime is just around the corner, so Dollar Tree right now is going to have their plant hangers. I picked up one of those and I'm going to use zip ties to attach it to the pool noodle. Now I got some flowers from Dollar Tree. I'm going to cut them off of the main stem and then I'm going to start pushing these all throughout the pool noodle. I will say, it's cheaper lots of times to get your flowers somewhere else than Dollar Tree, especially if you get a garland and just wrap that around. I went with Dollar Tree products because lots of times people want me to do only Dollar Tree products, but you can go get stuff cheaper on different websites or in the craft store. Before I go any further with the flowers, I decided to attach these lights using zip ties. The lights are from the plus section of Dollar Tree. They also have $1.25 ones that you can use instead. These are 7 feet long. This is a floral chandelier. To hang this up, I have a ceiling hook in my ceiling. It was 98 cents. We just twisted it into the ceiling and then I continued to add flowers to the chandelier, trying to fill in any gaps that I missed. This is gorgeous, you guys. Oh my gosh. I've only done one other chandelier that I like more than this one, and that's because I used real floral, but this is my favorite one I've ever made with fake floral. It is so beautiful, so easy to do. It just looks gorgeous. For our next DIY, you're gonna need a small planter from Dollar Tree and one of their styrofoam rounds. We're gonna make this look like a giant coffee mug, and we're gonna be using the styrofoam to create the handle. I draw on the shape that I want and then I cut it out. I decided to use craft foam to cover up my styrofoam to give it a cleaner look. You can always paint the styrofoam, I just don't like the way that it looks. Now glue your handle to the planter. I added a heart sticker to the front of this to make it look more like a coffee mug, and then I'm going to fill it up with some flowers. I have some pink roses and baby's breath. I found a balloon that was perfect for this from Dollar Tree. It says, "I love you, a latte." I'm going to put that inside of the planter. And then I recommend maybe adding a gift card to a coffee shop or maybe some K-cups all around this. I went ahead and did that. And I also placed some candy inside of here. So conversation hearts and then some of that Ferrero Rocher that I have. I am obsessed with this gift. It is so cute. I'm so proud with how it turned out. You can always just put like a bunch of K-cups inside of there and gift that to somebody or use it to hold your K-cups. It is so cute. This is such a fun DIY. You're going to get a box from Dollar Tree. You can get 2 if you want to. I'm going to be using 2. You want to make sure one is smaller than the other one. You're going to go ahead and use a razor or a scissor to cut the corners of the box so that the sides fall down. Next up, you're going to get some balloon glue dots to attach whatever gifts you want to inside of the box. Now, because I'm using 2 different size boxes, I can only put flatter things in the larger box because the smaller box almost touches the sides of the larger box. So I just went with flatter chocolates like heart chocolates and Kit Kats. And the reason you want to use glue dots is because it doesn't damage product the same way that hot glue does. So those wrapped heart chocolates, if I used hot glue, it would get on the chocolate for sure. Or if I tried to take the wrapper off of the box, it's just going to get stuck, not in a good way, versus the glue dots where it just comes off easily and doesn't damage anything. The smaller box, I put makeup from Dollar Tree, even a heart chocolate box fit inside of that one. If you're doing just one box, go ahead and put whatever size of whatever can fit in that box on the walls. So once you're done with that, you're going to pick up all of the walls, put the lid back on. Because I used 2 boxes, I placed the smaller box inside of the larger box and then cover up the larger box. I also got a balloon from Dollar Tree and I placed that inside of my box because there were holes at the top of these ones. So this is so cool because what happens is whoever you gift it to, they just open up the box, the sides fall down and they can see all the candy or whatever you put inside of there. If you use 2 boxes, it's even funner. And then something else you can do is you can put table scatter or confetti inside of the box. So when people open it up, that goes flying. This is so easy to do. And like I said, it's so fun. For our next DIY, you're going to need a pool noodle and preferably a tension rod. I couldn't find what I did with mine, so instead I'm going to be using this broom handle that I got from Dollar Tree. This one is adjustable, so you can change the size of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut down my pool noodle to be the size of my doorway. Then I'm going to cut through half of the pool noodle, making sure I don't go too far in and slice this completely in half. No, the broom handle does not fit through the hole of the pool noodle. If it did, I would have just did that. Now I got some fake roses. I did get my roses from the plus section because the $1.25 flowers have 5 roses on the stem versus the one that is $3, which has 12. So I knew I would get more bang for my buck if I just bought them from the plus section. I use wire cutters to cut the flowers off of the main stem, and then I push the flowers through the pool noodle. Before I go too far, I got these $1.25 lights from Dollar Tree. I got 4 packs. I'm going to zip tie the battery pack to the pool noodle and then have the rest of the lights just kind of dangling down. I then start to fill up the rest of the pool noodles with the flowers that I have. Now to hang this up, I had to grab another broom handle from a Dollar Tree broom and put that on the end where you would put the broom. So I had 2 little hooks, and to hang this up, I'm using command hooks. Again, I would prefer to use a tension rod, so I wouldn't have had to do it this way. I just couldn't find it, so this is what I came up with instead of using a tension rod. You turn the lights on, and this looks so magical. This is beautiful. You can put this in any room that you want to. It doesn't have to be a doorway. You can put it underneath the counter. You can put it on top of a credenza or a fireplace. The lights make it look so pretty. For this next project, I'm going to be using these craft heart boxes that I got at Hobby Lobby, 3 for $8.99. You can always use the metal little heart boxes that Dollar Tree carries, but they're on the small side, so I decided to use this for this DIY. You're also going to need some craft foam. Dollar Tree carries craft foam, really hard to find it, and you get tiny little pieces. So I went to Hobby Lobby and I got these sheets for 99 cents each. With the lid on, you're going to place your box on top of your craft foam, and you're going to trace the sides of the heart. You're also going to trace the top of the heart and then the sides of your lid. You're going to cut these pieces of craft foam out and then glue them to the box. In this year's Valentine's Day DIY video, I shared with you guys how to make fake cakes using spackle. This time around, we're using ribbon, and we can use the box to put gifts inside of. Now, you can use ribbon if you don't want to use spackle. You just want to look for ribbon that kind of looks like it could have an icing shape to it. You can also use ribbon that doesn't, but the ones that have like more of a ruffled look to it gives it that icing look to make this look more like a cake. Like I said, using ribbon is a great alternative if you don't like spackle, if you have a hard time squeezing out the spackle, or maybe you have a shaky hand. This is just a great alternative. The other ribbon that I think is really good for trying to mimic icing is any ribbon that has little balls on it. I feel like that gives it more of an icing look. For my icing on top, I'm going to be using spackle. Dollar Tree does carry spackle. You're also going to need a piping bag and an icing tip. You're just going to put your spackle inside of the piping bag. If you want to color your spackle, all you have to do is just add paint. Now go ahead and pipe out the spackle just like you're icing a cake. Now if you want to do just ribbons on the top of this, you can do that as well. I just feel like this looks much cuter. And then I got these fake cherries from Amazon. I'll link them down below for you guys. I've just pushed them inside of my spackle. Like I said, these are boxes that you can use as gift boxes. So I got decorative shred from Dollar Tree, put that inside of the boxes, and then filled it up with Dollar Tree goodies. Like you saw in the beginning, I have 3 different boxes, and the smallest box, the top, I didn't use spackle. I just used the flower ribbon that I had on hand. I just glued cherries in the flower ribbon. So if you want to keep it all ribbon, you most definitely can. That's how I made these heart cakes using ribbon. Like I said, you can use Dollar Tree products, the heart metal boxes, their ribbon. The only thing is you're going to get some small cakes, and the ribbon, it's just always thin, or it's just solid colors. They don't have many ribbons that are ruffled or with the little balls on them. Aren't these just so precious? I think they make the cutest little gift boxes.
I'm going to be using some lightweight spackle from Dollar Tree. Go ahead and pour this inside of a container you don't plan on using with food. I actually just got a Betty Crocker container from Dollar Tree, and I'm using that. Pour some paint inside of the spackle. You're going to mix it together till you get your desired color. I'm using apple barrel paint in Cameo Pink. I got it at Walmart for around 60 cents. Now get an ice cream scooper. Again, you don't want to use one that you plan on using for actual ice cream, and you are going to start scooping out the spackle, creating fake ice cream. Now this particular container, I used 2 containers of spackle, and I was able to get 8 scoops out of it. In another container, I'm mixing together spackle and paint yet again, but I made sure that I went with a creamier spackle. To get your Dollar Tree spackle more creamy, you just gotta add water or extra paint. Dollar Tree carries a bunch of really nice glass mugs and cups. Go ahead and choose a few out. In the inside of my mug, I'm going to put in the creamier spackle, and I'm just going to make sure that this covers the entire inside of the mug. You want to wait 24 hours for your ice cream scoops to completely dry and then start putting them inside of your shake. Now, I placed my ice cream scoops inside of the shake wet, and you run the risk of getting fingerprints doing it this way. I only did it this way because I'm filming and sometimes I have to rush things when I film. This is completely optional. I took a piping bag and an icing tip. It's an open start tip, and I'm placing the tip inside of my icing bag. Inside of the bag, I am going to put some spackle. This spackle you see is my favorite spackle for fake sweets. I prefer it for everything I do except for the fake ice cream. The Dollar Tree spackle is the perfect consistency for creating fake ice cream. I topped my fake whipped cream off with a fake cherry. I got these from Amazon. I'll link them down below, but you can find these at pretty much any craft store. I decided to add some fake whipped cream around the rim of my glass as well. I cut out these cute little facial features. I will link the images I used down below for you guys. You can always just print them out and cut them, then glue them to your glass that way. You are left with the cutest little fake milkshakes that are perfect for Valentine's Day decor with that sweet theme. I love these so much. If you want to know how I did the ice cream part, you're going to choose another glass from Dollar Tree. Anything you like. These are my favorite glasses from Dollar Tree to use for more sundae-like things. And then you start to place your ice cream scoops inside of the glass. You can use hot glue to keep an ice cream scoop in the exact position you want it to be in. I topped it off with my fake whipped cream, added my cherry, and this time around I added some fake strawberries I got from Hobby Lobby. I put a face on this particular glass. How cute is this? I did a bunch of these in the past before. This is my favorite fake sweet to make. Fake ice cream, I think, it's like my top, and then cakes are close second.
The next time you're in Dollar Tree, grab 2 of their punch bowls and 2 of their fluted bowls. You're going to start off by gluing a fluted bowl to the bottom of the punch bowl. This is supposed to be a gift. Before I put anything inside of the bowl, I fill up my bowl with some decorative shred. Now I'm going to use just a little bit of glue to attach my bowls together. I do this because I want my gifts to be perfectly placed inside of the candy bowl, but I need the bowls to stay together a little bit so stuff doesn't spill out. If I just put my items directly in the bowl before doing this and then glue the 2 bowls together, the shred and the gifts are just going to go everywhere. Now I use a little bit more glue to seal the front of this, and then I use tape to seal the rest of it. You don't want to tape the entire thing down, otherwise whoever you're gifting it to won't be able to open it. I got some pink ribbon from Dollar Tree. I made 2 bows that I glued to each fluted bowl. And that's how I made these jumbo candy gifts. And what's nice about this is people can take the bowls apart easily because you don't use a lot of glue, and you can reuse them for something else. For instance, you can seal these back up and use them as Valentine's Day decor. If you have a sweets theme going on, this is perfect for it. And what's nice is this can be used outside as well because it is plastic. You don't really have to worry about the rain destroying it. For our next DIY, you're going to need a heart box. I'm going to start by taking the lid off of the box and placing it at the bottom. Now you're going to need some wet floral foam if you end up using fresh flowers. If you use dry flowers, you can use dry floral foam, which you can find at Dollar Tree. You're going to take your floral foam and slightly push it through your box. Then remove the floral foam and you're going to cut where the indents of the box are so you get a perfect piece of floral foam to fit inside of the box. Remember, if you get wet floral foam, you have to soak it up in some water. Just place it in there and wait for it to sink to the bottom of the water. Take your wet floral foam and wrap it in some plastic wrap. The reason you want to use wet floral foam is if you're using fresh flowers, it's going to keep those flowers fresh longer because it has a water source. If you use dry floral foam, you're going to want to use your fresh flowers the day of or use fake flowers. Now grab some old cardboard you might have laying around the house. You're going to trace half of the heart on the cardboard and then cut that out. Now place your floral foam inside of the box and then dummy up the other side of the box. I use decorative shred to do this. Then on top of that, place your piece of cardboard. I'm going to be using real roses for this. I remove any petals off of the flower that have browned and then I cut the rose down. Now it's time to push the flowers through your foam. I made my plastic a little too thick, so I had to use a knife to create holes. Then I'm going to stick some chocolate to the other side of the box. To do this, I'm using balloon glue glue dots that I got from Dollar Tree. I place it at the bottom of the chocolate and then put that on top of the cardboard. This is going to make sure that the chocolate doesn't move around while I'm gifting this or transporting it. Now I'm going to put ribbon around the box. I'm using balloon glue dots to get it to stick. I placed some baby's breath around the chocolates because I think this looks really pretty. I made another one of these using the Dollar Tree heart tin. Aren't these just so pretty? And you can make a bunch of these for cheap. So the roses that I bought a dozen each. They're on sale for $7.99 right now. The big box of chocolate I had was $12, and I still have chocolate and roses left over for other gifts. I even have wet floral foam left over. I just think this is so gorgeous. For next DIY, you're going to need 2 punch bowls from Dollar Tree and then a basket, a bin, or a planter, whatever works for you. What you're going to do is you're going to glue one of your punch bowls to whatever it is that you're using. I'm going to be using this little bucket. Then fill your punch bowl up with some goodies. Again, I did decorative shred, a teddy bear, candy, different types of candy. This heart box, I got it from Target, but you can find the same type of chocolate at Dollar Tree. You can find ones for $1.25 or the bigger box that's $5. Now you're going to take your second punch bowl and tape it to the punch bowl that is glued to your basket. Again, you want to use tape. If you glue the 2 punch bowls together, whoever you're gifting this to is not going to be able to open it. I got a wooden round from Dollar Tree and a wooden ball. I'm going to glue the 2 together and then glue this on top of one of the punch bowls. Next up, you want to grab some craft foam, some paper, construction paper, whatever you have on hand, and make a little design that's going to be glued to your basket that says 25 cents. So this looks more like a gumball machine. I also added some heart stickers to just decorate this a little bit more. And then I painted the top of this. I didn't paint it initially because I didn't know if I was going to have enough time before the sun went away. I like to film in natural light and the sun was going down, so I just didn't know if I had enough time to do it on camera. And that's how I made this gumball machine using Dollar Tree products. I wanted to make a larger one because I've made a smaller one in the past, but I was like, can I make anything bigger to hold more items? And this is what I came up with. I like it a lot. Now our next DIY is a remake of something I've made in the past. I wanted to remake it because there's an easier way of doing it. So you're going to get 2 trifold poster boards from Dollar Tree. You're going to draw a heart on the center of one of the poster boards on the white side, and then you're going to cut that heart out. I'm just using a utility knife to do this. You can use an X-Acto knife, whatever you have on hand that can cut through this. We're making a giant sweetheart box, so I got some colorful poster board. I'm going to use that to create the details for my box. You can always paint it on, but I like the way that it looks with the poster board. I feel like it looks much more clean. You can come up with your own design for this, or you can look at some of the boxes they already have and base it off of that. Once you have all of your pieces cut, you're just going to glue them to the trifold poster board. Now I grab a pencil, draw on the sweetheart logo, and then I grab a white paint pen and fill it in. I decided to draw it on with a pencil first. That way if I make any mistakes, I can redo it, versus if I go in straight with a paint pen, I can't undo that. Now I got these conversation heart banners from Dollar Tree. I'm going to take another trifold poster board and glue the banners to the poster board. This is going to be the backing of our box to make it look like a bunch of conversation hearts are in the box. If you cannot find this, you can always paint a bunch of hearts on or get other hearts from Dollar Tree and glue them inside of the box. Now I'm going to take both of my poster boards and glue them together. Wanted some of the hearts to pop out, so I got these heart picks from Dollar Tree. I removed the pick off of them and then I glue them inside of the box. To stick this to the wall, I'm using command strips. Use at least 4 at the top and 4 at the bottom. Like I said, this is a remake to something I've already made, so I just glued a bunch of hearts to a piece of foam board from Dollar Tree to make it look like the hearts were spilling out, and then some of the heart picks that I just bought, I put them on the fireplace again to help with the look of the hearts just falling out of the box. That aren't from Dollar Tree are from Amazon. I'll link them down below for you. Isn't this so cute? I've done so many Valentine's Day Dollar Tree DIYs, and this by far is one of my favorite Valentine's Day DIYs ever. It is so cute. Dollar Tree right now is selling these accessory cases that are perfect for Valentine's Day gifts, and they have a bunch of things you can buy already there if you want to, from beauty products to candy, as you guys have already seen. There's so many different things that you can put inside of here. I would actually take the case around Dollar Tree, figure out what fits first, because some items I had purchased ended up not fitting inside of the accessory cases. Now there's a bunch of different ways you can customize this with whoever you're giving to. name on it. Now I just ended up using some white tags I had on hand. They're from Michael's. You can also get tags at Dollar Tree. You can get the chalkboard tags, or you can get little wooden letters and glue them on top of the cases. I then just tie the tags to the cases. That's it. Really simple to do, and you can make this really inexpensive. You can just throw a teddy bear inside of there with some candy. For our next DIY, get some squared picture frames from Dollar Tree, and then go ahead and put some pictures inside of the picture frames. I just printed pictures out and I cut them, stick them in the frames. Now you want 5 picture frames. I couldn't find my 5th frame, so instead I had to use a box to do this. So basically you're going to glue your picture frames together, creating a box, and you're going to use one of the picture frames at the bottom of your box. However, because I couldn't find it, I had to use a gift box from Dollar Tree, glue one of the picture frames to the gift box, and then glue the rest of the frames to the one that's touching the gift box. You can put whatever you want inside of the box you're creating. I'm going to be putting fresh roses, so I cut them down and I removed the greenery off of them. Now, I want there to be a constant water source for my roses, so I did put a little glass vase that I got from Dollar Tree inside of the gift box. I mixed some baby's breath in with my roses because it was cheaper to get the baby's breath with 1 dozen roses versus getting 2 dozen roses. And that's how you make this really simple gift that I'm sure anybody would love. And you can also get a little teddy bear from Dollar Tree and put that on the top of this if you want to. I think it looks really cute this way. Now this is a real quick and easy gift idea. You can get a glass jar with a lid from Dollar Tree, some of their wax melts, a wax melt warmer, tea light candles, and lighters. I decided to open up the wax melts and stick them inside of the glass jar to make this look more homemade. You don't have to do this if you do not want to. You can just leave them directly in the packaging. You need something to put this all in. I'm just using this heart bowl. I fill it up with some decorative shred, and then I start to place the items inside of the bowl. I had to mess around with the placement a couple of times because I didn't really know exactly how I wanted this to look. I did print out this little label that says "You Set My World on Fire," and I added it. I just think it's a really easy and nice gift to give, and you can always use different candles if you want to, like from Bath and Body Works, or the Yankee candles. It's up to you. It's a very easy and quick gift idea, and another one that I feel like you can sell real easily. You can always get the basket bags from Dollar Tree and stick it inside of one of those to make this look like you purchased it instead of making it. If you made a bunch of ice cream scoops, here's another DIY idea. Get some mini tree cones. These I got from Hobby Lobby. They carry them all year round, and you can make mini ones just using poster board from Dollar Tree. I painted the cone, and then I'm going to glue the mini scoops to the top of the cones. And of course, I had to. I did a little bit of fake whipped cream on each ice cream that I made and topped it off with a cherry. Now you can actually turn these into ornaments for a Valentine's Day Christmas tree. All you have to do is get yarn, thread, string, whatever you have on hand, and tie it to the cherry, and then just hang it off of the tree that way. Or you can actually use a needle and some thread, go through the spackle itself, and hang it that way. How cute are these? It's another thing you can do with those fake ice cream scoops. If you're wondering about the little white tray that they're inside of, it's actually cardboard that came with my son's Play-Doh kit. I poked holes inside of it, painted it white, placed the ice cream inside of there, and then I just put some conversation heart stickers on the front. So that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.